My personal favorite part about the infinite money stuff in this is just how ridiculous the numbers can get. Hey everybody, welcome back to more Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 2. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we got here to Bereahard, and this time we're gonna start investigating the city itself. Switch Marcus into the lead there. Right now we are at Christie's Galleria, because we were doing a little bit of an infinite money trick with the tricolor onigiri.
Good day. Can I recommend for you some of our fine wine? The nobility are burning holes in their wallets. They're spending so fast. We're almost out of stock. We'll have to order some more before we run out.
I'll be honest, I don't care which side wins, so long as it's war ends soon. Of course, I can't be vocal about that when the whole store is celebrating the Noble Alliance's victories. Fair enough.
Lady Viola and Lady Aslan truly do spend a lot of time together. Perhaps I shouldn't be so surprised that they would run into each other here, seeing how much they both love fashion. I fear they may end up talking for even longer than usual today. I'm gonna have quite the challenge ahead of me trying to get to them to return home before nightfall.
My assets went and doubled over the past month. Clearly this is when I should go on a shopping spree. Bring me my purse faster. We're buying more than you can carry, my good servant.
Your sense of humor is on point as usual, my lady. You were joking, weren't you?
Oh goodness, Valenti has new clothing in stock. How in the world did they manage to attain such a lovely design while making it feel so silky smooth? I simply can't get enough of it.
I can't handle all these soldiers in town. What should I do if one of them wants to talk to me? Oh goodness, I'm so sorry, I should be focusing on work.
The boutique Camellia is it's fine. The cool energy bandana is pretty nice. Just because again, evasion is very good, but there's other places with the same stuff. British is currently holding a commemorative fair to celebrate the Noble Alliance's multiple victories. Perhaps I could interest you in these luxurious shoes modeled after Lord Rufus' own personal favorites. They're selling rather rarely, albeit only with the nobility. Lord Rufus' popularity really is something else. I wonder if we could turn him into a brand name. I doubt it. As for these shoes, it's terrible. This is a terrible shop. A lot of these shops are really bad. Yeah.
Welcome, we currently have the latest in armaments from Rua in stock. The Noble Alliance certainly has been putting our weapons to use, so perhaps you'd like to update your equipment as well. Do forgive us for the prices we have to make up for the taxes somehow.
This, I think, is just like I'm pretty sure this is just the same stuff as what's in the gram. So, yeah. Plus the tricorn, which is actually it's a pretty nice accessory, not gonna lie.
I found out recently that the Master's household has a long history of being involved in military matters, which is why he's seen fit to join the front lines of war. Truthfully, getting chores and it's become much easier with him out of the house. I can't wait to finally clear out all the junk from our storage and finally have the floorboards in the study changed over.
Welcome, we're currently holding a commemorative fair to celebrate the Noble Alliance's multiple victories. This story in particular has been around since the Middle Ages, so we have all sorts of books related to nobles. Feel free to peruse them if you feel so inclined. We already checked here out. Heart Handbook actually is pretty good as well. I will be coming back to the store later because we do not have enough money for everything that I want. So, yeah. Which store is it? Is it the... This place confuses me. Camellia, Tricolor... Oh, no, it's not in this building at all. Oh well. Anyways, Theresia.
Why does father have to be so hard-headed? The least he can do is actually consider things from my perspective. Please be safe, Emily. Theresia, you're here! Alyssa? Oh, Adios, it is you! What are you doing here? You even got some of your classmates with you.
It's been a while, Theresia. Good to see you're doing okay.
Likewise. I was so worried about you all, but it looks like I needn't have been. I couldn't have been any happy for you, Alyssa. And I couldn't be any happier knowing that you're safe. Seeing who does remind me of that you mentioned being from Bereahard, though.
So you ended up getting separated from the others you escaped with.
That's right. Things were pretty hectic at the time, so I have no idea what happened with Emily and Ferris, unfortunately.
Let's see. The royal household is rather well known, so Ferris will probably be okay, but still.
I'm sure it must have been a relief to come home at least.
I can only imagine how worried your family must have been, too.
Well, you could say that. This war's as good as won in the eyes of most nobles. My family's no exception. In fact, they're enjoying life more than ever right about now. Perhaps that is to be expected from those in Berea-Heart. It is widely known that the Noble Alliance is currently dominating. Father keeps trying to appease me by taking me to fancy restaurants and the like, but the fact he doesn't understand how I feel makes it painful to even talk to him. That's why I end up excusing myself. Childish of me, isn't it? Not at all. I understand exactly how you feel. I was the same back when I had no idea what was going on with everyone else. Speaking of which, you wouldn't happen to have any information about Eustace, would you? No, I'm afraid not. I know he's back in Berea-Heart, but you probably know that much already. Sorry for not being able to help. Not at all. There's no need to feel guilty. I think I'll head back to the restaurant after all. I'm able to get some information for you through my father's connections. Sorry for making you go out of your way. We do appreciate it, though. Just try not to expect much. We'll probably end up arguing again. I have to admit I'm a bit jealous of you all, that everyone has the freedom to do what they want to right now, me included. That's why I'd like for you to all do everything you can for now in our stead. Also, if you happen to come across Emily or anyone else with horse, please help them. Of course, that was our intent from the beginning. In turn, we'd like for you to not be so hard on yourself. Thanks. I'll see you all again soon, I hope. I guess you can't all shove all nobles under the same label, can you? A bit disappointing you're only realizing that now. Hey, we should continue searching for clues elsewhere. No clues there, but we do have another person met from our school. Another thing I actually wanted to grab. Over at Henderson's, the general goods store, there is the Kitty Watch, part of the set. So make sure to grab that. That'll be pretty nice because set items can be exchanged for a very, very, very good set item. Norton from the Imperial Chronicle? Yeah, they're students from Thor's. Sure you should be out in the open like this, because I'm pretty sure Class 7 is up there on the Alliance's wanted list. We'll be fine for the time being, at least. Well then, I figured I'd run into you all again at some point. Truth is, I'm working as a war correspondent for the Noble Alliance at the moment. As you can guess, to make me writing articles on their glorious victories and such. I really do have a hold of the Imperial Chronicle. Well, not completely. We got our pride as journalists, after all. We report what we have to and try to keep things non-committal when we can. And I intend to use this position to find out the truth of what's happening. When I'll be able to report it, I don't know, but one day I will. I hope you'll look forward to that day coming. Of course, Norton. We may well walk different paths, but they lead to the same destination. Let us ensure that we succeed. Mad words. I've been in a reading mood lately, so I purchased a book to save that desire. Unfortunately, I've had so much work to take care of that I haven't had the chance to start reading it. I hate for it to just sit there and collect dust, so I will give it to you folks instead. The book will be much happier with you. Get Jamblergak Gapter 7. I'm good at words. Jamblergak Gapter 7. Fantastic. Yeah, we'll talk to people around here. Oh, how delightful it will be to see that detestable Chancellor's influence stamped out for good. Those radical reformers did not but sully our beloved Empire's image. This is precisely why those of us with the noble lineage are the only ones fit to shape its future. But of course, the common rabble could never hope to stand against the mighty Noble Alliance. We have General Le Guin and Brigadier General Barrius leading the soldiers, and Lord Roof is in charge of tactics. Not to mention those ever-so-reliable helpers the Alliance has, too. It won't be long until we bring this war to an end for good. About students at St. Australia, you see. But there's been a lot of protests since the war broke out, so our parents made us come back home. Father ordered me to return home from Heimdall. That's awfully selfish of him, don't you think? We've talked to you. Oh wow, this is a surprise. It's a Berea-Heart's flourishing more than ever right now, but I never expected this. Well then, time to make an investment or two and watch the money roll in. Really now, why must there be so few trains these days? I was beginning to worry that we'd never make it to Berea-Heart. Surely the Noble Alliance should be able to do something about this. They could. I don't know if they will, but they could.
Want me to read Vark and the Witch of the Deep Forest for you today?
Yeah! Ah, kids. Good old children. Little shits they are.
Is there something wrong, Sharon? Oh no, not at all.
You know, you're not very convincing when you say that, Sharon. Gonna be honest. My brother went to Heimdall with the other Noble Alliance troops.
He's making a name for himself.
My father purchased 2 brand new mines recently. May the noble lines continue to dominate this war. Oh, how exciting it'll be to finally see them bring it to a close.
And that's not some disturbing graffiti. Huh. That's... Oh dear.
Woof woof, gah, woof woof woof.
Pipe down, Richard.
Have you heard about our domination over the Imperial Army? Simply splendid! They talked big about their military might, but look at them now! God, this can be so amusing to think some of them genuinely believe they could match our valiant soldiers. Could one expect any less with General Liquid and Brigadier General Bargius working together with the Lord Rufus? Perhaps the bigger question is, who will have the pleasure of crushing the 4th Division once and for all? Duke Alboret is rather intent on taking that glory for himself too, so I shall simply cannot wait for the outcome!
I have to get as posh as possible for that. I'm fine with that.
Good grief. Trouble do I know that to conduct business certainly has become a hassle these days. So my biggest grievance right now is Caroline's constant bickering with his daughter. He's not the most eloquent man when it comes to expressing himself, you see. I do hope they can work things out soon. Up!
I've been working on some pancakes to add to our menu recently. Giving them that soft, warm texture is kind of tricky though.
Here, how about you guys give it a shot? Get the recipe for fluffy pancakes.
Very nice. I have to say, the nobility's buying habits have been quite impressive of late.
You must forget that we're currently subject to wartime taxes if you saw how much they're willing to buy.
Indeed, those of us from Heimdall are doing especially well. Granted, I can't help but feel guilt off of profiting over the war.
You truly are an earnest one.
Not at all, I'm not but a noble who doesn't know his place.
Good day. Today's recommendation is the sauteed calf. Provide a number of vintage wines should you wish.
Yeah, I don't think anyone here drinks. Well, Sharon might. I could see Sharon being a little bit of a drinker.
Oh, quite! No one is more cultured or refined than Krait's nobility. Our lineage is unparalleled.
Those of the Lamar province have been making quite a fool of themselves over to Cayenne being the alliance's leader. You would think they could express their joy in a much more refined manner.
Oh, wow, I pity the nobility of the Lamar province. They just don't seem to understand what true class is. Indulging in too much luxury is in fact a crass act within itself. What better an example of that than Duke Cayenne himself?
Good day. I hope you all enjoy your time here.
Please, Father, just listen to me.
What in the world has gotten into you, Teresia? A proper lady would raise her voice and act out like this. Perhaps it was a mistake to let you associate with that commoner.
Don't you dare speak ill of Emily. If you ever do that again, I'll never forgive you. Teresia, can't really barge into her family affairs. Indeed, I think we should be going.
Good old family conflict with nobility stuff involved. I hate when this happens to me in my real life.
Daddy's such a liar. He promised me he'd be home when the time got off, but he never came back.
Maybe he forgot about it.
My husband happens to be a soldier in the provincial army. He's currently stationed at Twin Dragon's Bridge, too, so I imagine he's really taking an active part in the fighting. I can't help but worry for his safety every single day. I wish the Imperial Army would surrender already. It's not as if they ever stand a chance of winning anyway. Oh, weren't you the performer we came across in Celtic? Andre, correct? Oh, how depressing the people of the city are. That the happiness is obtained through transient means. What's worse, the meaningless fighting has corrupted their minds, and now they refuse to lend an ear to my music. Tell me, friends, is there anywhere my love is needed, perchance? You seem to be doing just fine. What do I want to do yet?
It's fantastic to hear how
Well, they're doing. Granted, Duke Alvarea seems rather frustrated that Duke Cayenne seems to continue to outlast him.
I have to question why he feels that way when Lord Rufus has been biting success upon success. I changed your voice 3 times during that conversation, and I use a different voice now.
I do want something to do for this episode aside from just talking to people. So we'll go on here and talk to Ava.
Oh, Bootsy, where could you have gone? You youngsters won't happen to know where my little Bootsy went.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, forgive me, I'm getting ahead of myself. Bootsy's my kitten. He went missing this morning, so as you can imagine, I've been awfully worried about him. I've been searching for him ever since. There's so much to help her. I think we should try to avoid doing anything that'll make us stand out. What do you think, Reed? Of course we can help. We can help you search for him if you like. Oh goodness, how kind of you! My only issue is that I have no clues whatsoever, I'm afraid. We were in the Noble District at the time, but he disappeared while I was nodding off. I never saw which way he went. If he followed the path out of the district, he could have ended up in the Central Plaza, but I'm not entirely sure as to where to start then. Finding him may prove to be rather difficult. It's not like we understand how a cat's mind works either. Do we? Don't you even dare. Manu seems like a good bet to me. Seriously, no, you compare me to your run-of-the-mill cat? Oh, shit. Worry about him as well, though, aren't you? I hope I'm certain we'll be able to find him. Fine. One thing I can say for sure is that kittens are always moved by their curiosity. Probably tending to be especially cautious, too, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's left a trail for us to follow. Don't expect me to do all the work here, by the way. Think about what you would do if you were a kitten. Alright, time to let out my inner cat and get started then. We'll start a search around here, ma'am, and we'll be sure to tell you right away if we find him. Thank you so much.
And we get Missing Kitten as a nice little hidden quest. First things first, we need to go back to the very posh men over here. Yeah, great. I just can't wait to see how long the Imperial Army will entertain us for. Indeed, I tell you that the best of making a little bit all the more exciting. Woof woof, grr, woof woof woof. Settle down, Richard. Goodness, it's been an age ever since that filthy kitten dared to approach us. Or leave him be for now. Perhaps he simply wishes to experience the thrill of the hunt once again. We can't exactly blame him for seeing such an unsightly thing. But must have come by here at some point. Just how do these two manage to be so annoying? Well, I can't entirely disagree. Honestly, I feel bad for Bootsy. I'm sure he was terrified after being barked at. It's not uncommon for kittens to run off in situations like that, only to end up not being able to find their way home. Curiosity killed the cat and all that. See, it's running towards the south, so I assume that's where the kitten went. Let's hurry up and find him. Right. This is a very simple quest. There is, again, another hidden quest that actually we can start off in the cathedral. I will not be doing that yet. I will be doing that in a decent while. But we want to head out over this ways.
He's so cute. Well, I'm still on the clock. I'll never hit the end of it if I get caught in La La Land.
Sorry for asking on number, but did a kitten just come by here?
Damn, how'd you know? You're right though. He came by here looking all hungry, so he gave me some milk and some leftovers. It was all over me after that.
He said come down after a nice treat. Chances would be trying to get back to Avon. He should be returning to the Noble District. Do you think he'd be able to find his way back? Should probably check just to be sure. So, reasonably, that means that the next place that we should be heading off to is the Noble District, right? No! We actually want to head off to our east. Weirdly enough.
That kitten was the most adorable thing I've ever laid eyes on. I don't think anyone could have known that innocent little expression it had.
Well, from St. Australia, they might know where the kitten went. Let's ask them.
Indeed. Sorry to intrude, but we happened to overhear your conversation just now. Could you tell us more about where that kitten went? We're actually searching for him on behalf of his owner. Oh, is that so? He searched just a moment ago until he got frightened away by a passing car. He ran off north after that. Oh, he was so cute, too.
Oh dear, he may have wandered onto the highway if he went out that way. We should hurry, otherwise he could come under attack by monsters.
Oh, what a pain.
That was dangerous for us too, but we can't just abandon him. Let's go. Indeedy doodle, we cannot just abandon a kitten in need. So we charge toward the North Kreutzen Highway. And we can see our quest is over there. Now, there is also the North Kreutzen Highway 2. That is not something we will be able to access for now. That is something
Be
that I'll
careful,
unlock
everyone.
later on in the game.
Very well.
We will be cut off about midway through the bridge.
Of course.
So,
Analyzing the enemy's vitals.
don't worry about it. Annoyingly, there's a fishing spot right on the other side of the bridge that we can't
I've
reach.
got it.
So,
Onward.
You know. Just perfect.
Sia!
Right!
Very, very nice.
Eat that!
Up, up. Art's down. Oh, yay.
How
Art's
nice.
down. Wow.
With pleasure.
Wow. So
Onward.
funny, guys.
Right!
Wow.
Ah!
Really, Marcus? You could have saved Laura
May
from
I?
taking a minuscule amount of damage.
Now.
What the hell, Marcus?
You're mine!
disgusting. Am I right?
Here's our chance.
An opening!
There are 3 new types of enemies out here on the North
Ready to
Princeton
keep
Highway.
going, Emma?
Man traps being the first one of them. Also, I don't mind coming out here and doing a little bit of fighting
Stay
as well,
on guard,
because I do
everyone.
want to have a little
worthy
bit more
advers-
money, just for personal stuff. And the
Leave this to me.
let's just say that
With
constantly
pleasure.
making the same bits of food over and over again, very slow. It is an incredibly
My
slow
turn.
process.
Analyzing the enemy's vitals.
So it gets boring. I did not.
Onward.
I sold up all my secret maps in order to get to where I'm at money-wise. Of course
Now's
I
our chance.
didn't
I'll back you up.
waste my time getting 4,000,
Let me help.
You have my
40,000
thanks.
rather, bucks off
With
of
pleasure.
this. Yeah, no, I'm not that ridiculous. Let's pop up.
Well, that works as a petrify.
Right.
They're still committing a minor amount of damage to
Onward.
Laura. How dare these fiends?
Sia!
How dare
May
they?
Here I
let's aim up the
Of
fire.
course.
One interesting thing about the frozen status is that this should be expected, but it still is fun. Using a fire art on a frozen enemy
Right.
will unfreeze them. It's an incredibly niche thing, but it's something. He'll die after
Onward!
his next turn.
Sia!
With
So of course, we
pleasure.
could just prevent that turn from happening. Yeah, I like that idea.
Leave this
Venus
to me.
Man Trap is the second
Take this!
of the 3
Of course.
new types of enemies out
Very
over
well.
here. Bop, bop.
We mustn't tarry here too long.
And yeah, again, I'm fine with getting Secret Mass, because that does equate to some money, and I do like having money. 5 free U material is also pretty nice. I will gladly take that. And here's our last type of enemy,
Stay on guard.
the egg snake.
It's my turn. Take this.
It is an egg,
May
and
I?
also a snake. Go figure.
How nice.
Bop, bop. And
Of course.
frozen. Get wrecked, nerds. Yeah, we'll just...
Analyzing the enemy's vitals.
And you know what? I don't feel like doing this fight. For past time,
We
that's
must
fine.
tarry here too long.
There's no boss chest out here, so I just needed to do the fight. Well, I mean, I could have gone back later to examine these, but it's fine. So again, this is actually, thankfully,
This could get tricky.
a
Look
Cold
sharp.
Steel game where
This one
you
looks
can return to areas that
onward.
you've been to
It may be
previously.
wise to. It may be
Very rare
Farewell.
in this series.
Oh my. What a lovely chest.
Get Petrify. And again, we are a little bit past time, but that is fine. I want to go and zoom on by. This is a little kitten. Finally found him. I've been too scared to cross the bridge. Quite fortunate for us, really. The provincial army unit stationed past here would make catching him impossible. Thank gosh for small favors. Well then, let's take him back to Eva. Get a move on, small fry. I can't wait to see the look on Eva's face. Oh, Bootsy, I'm so glad you're safe. Yeah, that was a doozy. He moves fast for having such tiny legs. So I have to question why he would run when you two seem to be so close. Oh, I asked him about that actually. He said some scary-looking vehicle took him by surprise. But if any vehicle could scare the little guys, it'd be one of the provincial armies. That's so, I never even realized. It's not gonna fly, I'm afraid. You need to pay a little more attention. I haven't even put a collar with a bell on him yet. It's not like you don't even realize that. Oops. How to explain this? Slaying. Oh, don't give me that. I just got caught up in the moment. Oh my, I was going to senile already. I could have sworn your cat was talking to me then. Silly me.
Well, just be more careful from now on, Bootsy. Way too close. Please, take this as a token of my thanks. Boots is my only family at this point. He's much more important than any trinket. We hope you'll come visit us again someday. By then, maybe Berea Heart will be back to its former self. If that happens, we'll be sure to take you up on that offer. And so we complete the quest, Missing Kitten. And I think that will do it for this time. So, next time, we'll continue exploring Berea Heart. We're not going to go to Duke Alborea's mansion quite yet. But we will explore here, we will explore the Artisan Street, and depending on time, we might do the other hidden quest. Don't know yet. But until then, see you guys later.